Hey guys, Paul from Ashen. It's new comic book day for the week of January 17th, 18th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by Paul and Tim Do a Thing. We do a thing. YouTube shorts are coming out, which means we're going to be doing more of a thing. So you'll be able to see some YouTube shorts if you want to check out very condensed versions of what we do on the React channel. Check it out.
Hey guys, it's Tim from Team Ashen, Paul and Tim Do a Thing, Capes and Scowls on the comic book store. And we're starting with our hardcovers and trades. I've got Suicide Squad Blaze. This is a peacemaker, keeper story thingamabobber. Did we read this? I don't think we did. I got so confused with which ones were which.
I don't think so.
I don't think we did either. But Cy Superior, very good, so I'm sure you're in good hands there. To a tinier book, Marvelverse, Ant-Man and Wasp. Must be a movie coming out. This is actually a pretty good combination of old and new Ant-Man and Wasp stories. We've got Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, Volume 23. We're in the 90s, people. These were actually kind of fun stories. They're very 90s. This is early Bagley stuff if you want to check that out. We got Ant-Man. Must be a movie coming out. Saga of Scott Lang. Yep, these are the ones you want for him. We've got The Vampire Slayer, Volume 1. This is Buffy. Older Buffy, right?
That was very good, yeah.
Super good. It's got the Paul stamp of approval. This is fun. This is from the Humanoids collection, Lugosi. It's about Bella Lugosi. I do like it when they do these real-world people books. Humanoids is really cool if you've never read it. It's a whole series of books. X-Force, Volume 5. That's all I got. Not an X guy. That Texas Blood is up to Volume 3. This book was really good. And I really like the writer. What was it? Chris Condon. Super good. He did that wrestling book that I loved. Epic Collection again, with this time X-Men Volume 4. What's significant about it? It's got the first appearance of the Multiple Man in it. That's all that really matters, right? Public Domain. The new Chip Zdarsky book. We have that as well. I don't know. I think that one's an ongoing. I'm not sure. That does say Volume 1. Miss Marvel, Fist of Justice. This is a collection of all those one-shots, including where she teams up with Moon Knight. Above Snakes. I wish I read this. I actually didn't read this when this was coming out. And after it had come out, everybody was talking about it. I was like, I got to get this one. So I probably will check this out. I do enjoy Sean Lewis. He's been on a tear as of late. Rick and Morty, Infinity Hour. I have no idea about this, but all the Rick and Morty books are usually pretty good and follow the show formula. Absolution, we reviewed issue 1 of this. This is a very cool concept. Has some cool art in it. Do enjoy Peter Milligan and Deodato. Batman, Urban Legends, Volume 4. Who would have thought this would keep going like this? People seem to dig it, though. They are oversized issues. Trade is slightly more, but yes, there were a lot of content in each issue. And finally, the best way to end, Blackula, Return of the King. Did you ever watch the old Blackula movie?
Yeah.
There's like 3 of them, I want to say. They are fun, man. Anyways, this is great.
First up, we have I Hate Fairyland issue number 3. The story just keeps getting funnier. This is a weird one. They're still stuck not in Fairyland, and years have gone by now, and it's basically just Fairyland, where things are supposed to take a couple days, and years have gone by, and things just getting worse, including this little creepy thing here. I'm not going to explain what it is, but you got to deal with it. And it's just cute and fun, and it's just dumb. It's a dumb story that is just very well written. Very well written. The art is fantastic on it, and it just makes you laugh the entire way through. Definitely grab it. I can't wait to get some. I can't wait to see more of this, and I can't wait to see if they actually do make it to Fairyland.
All right, first up for me, I've got Immortal Sergeant. This is an interesting story from Image by Joe Kelly and Ken Nimura. Basically, it's your crabby sergeant is retiring, and he's very much, I just want to keep fighting crime, but now I'm old. This issue, I feel like, is a lot of setup, and the next issue is actually going to get to a lot of the meat and potatoes of it. But he's not having it. He is having a hard time letting it go. A lot of this is told through the art. There's actually not a ton of words at the beginning. It's just kind of him being mad about it in so many ways, in interesting ways. But it's a pretty cool story. I would probably recommend checking out issue 2 as well, because I feel like that's where we're going to get the plot. They kind of give you a summary on the back after the fact, and I'm like, yes, I do want to see what happens here. We didn't quite get there in issue 1. I guess we do need this setup, though. So I don't know how many issues is going to go, but I'm on the line. I would like a little more. So interesting. But if you enjoyed other stuff they've done, I believe they did I Kill Giants together. So if you like that, you should like this.
And my pick of the week, it is Tim Seeley's Lucky. This is actually kind of a fun comic. It's a kind of a one-off, but there's going to be extra issues, but they're going to be, I think, quarterly or something like that. Like, the next issue doesn't come out until the summertime. But you are dealing with a girl named Lucky, who is a character that has kind of a Justice League type thing. She is the junior member, and her power is the ability to pull luck from others to make herself luckier. And with that type of power, she probably has a little bit of guilt about the her version of the Justice League breaking apart, because she thinks that she may have inadvertently stolen luck from them, and that caused their demise. And now she is a street level character going about her business and trying to do street level crime justice and all that kind of stuff. It's a fun story. The art is really cute in this. I love the art, and it's just a fun read. I'd like to see more of it. It's kind of interesting. It has a little bit of a Harley feel to it. If you've watched the Harley TV show, you'll get a little bit of that as far as the humor goes. But yeah, it was a fun read. I would definitely want more. Hopefully the next issue comes out and we like it. So grab it.
All right, it's time for my pick of the week. Paul, what is my pick of the week?
You never tell me. I don't know why you keep asking.
Don't know. It's Nightwing, number 100. Not often we get to do a 100 issue on here, so we had to. I've checked out Nightwing off and on over the years. Every now and again, I'll come back to it. I love the character. But I'd say since probably like midway through New 52, I kind of stopped. I was like, I can't read everything ever. It's just so much. This is a very cool story. There is a prison breakout, and there's a lot of chaos going on. And what a big focal point of the story is how does Nightwing handle it? How does he try to contain all the chaos? And is he even capable? What can he do? This is such a dire situation. There are some over-the-top characters that get released, not just common criminals. We do have the return of somebody who has been a really big thorn in his side in recent issues. One of my favorite villains. So, a lot going on here. It is a big setup issue. I think it will be important to his side of the DCU going forward. So, if you feel like you might want to jump into Nightwing, you've been hearing all the good things, because it has been pretty good for a minute now. This is the time to jump in. So I think this is a perfect jumping on point this issue forward. I think you'd be good. So check it out. All right, guys, that is it. Make sure you check out Campfire Ashes, Paul's podcast, which I just checked out. I fell behind, but I told Paul I was doing it. I was like, Paul, I got to let him build up so I can just like take a day and like, I don't know, build a thing and listen to all of them. There was one about bones and porches and stuff. Doesn't that sound like fun? That's the one to check out. It's way creepier than that. I am simplifying a lot. But thank you guys, of course, for always being here and for coming back. I do appreciate that. And we will see you next week. Have a good week.